Somebody's not muted. And we're live. Welcome to Thursday Tea Talk. We have some wonderful guests on here today that are going to give you a lot of informative information. I need everyone to start sharing on their pages. Share on your pages to all of your friends and your family members and everyone you care about. Right now, we're on Facebook Live, so you can go to my page and start sharing. Share to your pages. We're going to give you a little music while we're sharing.
Gotta top it like style, give life. You gotta top it like style, give life. You gotta top it like style, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, put it out to some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Get one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 It go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Hey, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, put it out to some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Lifestyle. Gotta top it lifestyle, give life. You gotta top it lifestyle, give life. You gotta top it lifestyle, give life. Gotta top it lifestyle, give life. You gotta top it lifestyle, give life. You gotta top it lifestyle, give life.
It's a lifestyle. Hold up. So I hope you guys have shared to everyone you know so that everyone will be able to see this show, because we have some special guests on here. We have Christopher and we have Leonie. those are our special guests. But we also have my co-hosts Darcel and Butchie, which will be on a little later. So we're gonna get started, and we're gonna talk to Leonie first. Leonie, how you doing out there? You're muted.
I'm doing good.
That's good. Wonderful. And tell the people where you're from.
I'm from Austin, Texas.
From Austin, Texas. And how did you get started in Tava?
Well, I have a friend on my Facebook page, and she's a distributor, and I just happened to see one of her posts. And I kept seeing it repeatedly. So I checked it out, did my research. I said, okay. And so I saw that it was, I don't know, for me, better for me to go ahead and start as, when I wanted to try the product, go ahead and try it. I decided to try it as a distributor.
Uh-huh.
So I just jumped right on in. I didn't do the samples or nothing like that. I jumped right on in. And it worked for me. I got the results.
So why were you jumping in? What were you trying to do? What
I wanted to do, I said, well, I saw how she was making really good money. And so with that, so I said, well, let me go ahead. And so I was kind of like so about the weight loss, because I've been struggling with my weight loss for the past five years after I had my baby. And so I was like, okay, but I saw the money that she was making, so I went on and jumped it in there, and I said, okay, if the weight loss come with it, fine, okay, we'll see what happens. But I jumped in it as a distributor for that reason. So I went on and went with it, and at that time, this was back in June of this year, and meanwhile, I was taking the 1 sachet a day, I started noticing within 2 weeks, but also meanwhile I was making, doing the sample packs myself, selling those at the time too. And so it was going hand in hand, but meanwhile I was losing that weight as well too. So I was dropping the pounds. Like I think the first 2 weeks I lost maybe 11 pounds. And so, yeah, and I, got customers from from the gym, my daughter's school teachers, but that came eventually, but I was doing sample packages here and there. But the customers that I was doing the sample packages with, they already were familiar with the product from other distributors, so they already knew about it even before I came along. They were looking for another distributor. So that worked out great.
Yes. And you came on kind of the same way that I came on. I was actually looking at Darcel's page, and Darcel was posting and posting and posting, just like you said your friend was doing. And I did the same thing. I jumped right in. I watched her for a while. And
right, yeah, right, exactly.
I saw her losing the weight. I saw that she was excited about the product. I saw that she was consistent with her posting, and because a lot of times people get in things, they get excited about it, and then stuff doesn't really work the way it was when they started in the beginning, and then they fall off, and then you see that they don't have that business anymore. They're gone on to the but she was consistent, and that was one thing that made me say, okay, well, maybe it is working. Maybe I need to look into this. But when I called her, I didn't say, oh, I want to try your product. Give me a sample. Let me buy the product. I said, I want to know about the bottom line of the financial side. How much do I have to pay to get in? And then I can go from there. So I did want to try the product first before I actually start advertising it. But I wanted to buy the product, as a distributor instead of spending the money as a customer. So she got James Wren on the phone, who is Ghost, as we know. And James talked to me, and he assured me, he said, you need to buy extra tea. And I'm like, no, I'll just get what comes with the package. And then if that works out financially for me, then I'll buy more. And he's like, I'm telling you, get the tea, get some extra tea because you're gonna need it, and it's in high demand, and all of these things. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I knew, I'm the type of person that when I have my mind made up about something, nobody's gonna be able to change my mind. So I'm like, he can stop telling me to buy this extra tea because I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna get the package. So I got the package, and I waited until I got it in the mail, and then I told my cousin and my sisters. So my cousin said, "Oh, let me send the message out to a couple of my friends." So I said, "Okay." So by the end of the day, I had sold to 8 people, upfront money, and I had no tea. So first thing I did was call Darcel, like, Darcel, I need some tea. And she was like, James told you. She's like, I don't really have no tea. So I'm like, oh my goodness. But I knew that, they said that it was a 3-day turnaround. So I just told everybody,
Right.
go get your tea in 3 days,
Mhm.
So that's how I started off in my business. So it was similar. Really.
Exactly. Because just like what you're saying, I watched Stephanie, and she was consistent with it, and also her weight loss. But she was consistent with her posting. I was just, and everything was just going and going. Like you were saying, sometimes, you see people excited about their business, and then 5, 6 months or 3 months down the line, it's like, So, but no, she kept going. She kept going. And so I was just like, okay. And then, like I said, with the weight loss as well. So I went on and tried it. And I'm glad I did because, okay, that was June 11th when I first got my first, in the mail, my tea. And for myself, since then, I've lost more inches, but all total it's been 38 pounds. But I've lost more inches than anything than weight, like a lot of inches, a lot. I want to say maybe 5 dress sizes. Yeah. So yeah, I know, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
How did you come into the company? What made you start with Tyler?
Well, I'm a diabetic, and my doctor had been telling me to lose weight because can I give a little bit of my testimony?
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, so what happened with me, I was having problems. I was on 3 medications, and I started having side effects from the medications. And I was one of those people, you get your medication and it comes with a little book when you get your pills. I would throw that stuff away, then read it. But you're supposed to read that stuff because it tell you about the side effects. But I was having different little things happen to me, so I started researching it. And then one of the main things that jumped out to me was my diabetes medication. When I looked that up, it says it lowers your testosterone in men. And I was like, whoa, you could take many things from me, but you ain't gonna take my manhood. So I was like, hold up now. I asked my doctor, I said, how do I get off these medications? And she told me to lose weight. And you know how they say God works in mysterious ways, because about that same time, my cousin he's in the company, and he was posting about this tea that, helped him lose some weight. He put a before and after picture. His name is James Vines.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, wow. But I'm hard-headed, didn't do it at first. My wife bought some for herself. And I saw her losing weight. I started using hers. Next thing you know, I used all hers up. So I'm like, this stuff is, the first 5 days I lost 6 pounds. So I was like, they telling the truth about this stuff. But see, it was Kati at the time. But see it now, I was like, this stuff really works. So up to date, I lost over 35 pounds.
Wow.
I'm off of all the medications I was on. I was on 3 medications. I'm off of all that. If you know anything about diabetes, my A1C started around a 6.2. So that's a diabetic person. It went down to a 5.8. That's a pre-diabetic person. And right now I'm at a 5.6. That's in the range of a person that does not have diabetes.
Oh, wonderful. That's
So this product right here, this Facia Detox Tea, I love this thing. You know, when I told my family and friends and I posted my testimony on Facebook, my sales just boomed through the roof because people love somebody that's telling the truth.
Yep.
And somebody that's can give a testimony to other people that's going to help other people. And it was so funny. I was telling James Wren the other night, I messaged him. I was like, man, I went to bed and when I woke up, I had like 8 orders just waiting on me. It's like you go to sleep and make money. So I love this company. We making a lot of money, but the health thing with me, I don't even care about the money. You know, this really helped my health and it's helping a lot of people. It's helping a lot of my family. It's helping a lot of my friends. And I just love it.
Yes, that's a wonderful testimony. And, you know, I didn't say, but 3 weeks, after 3 weeks, I had lost 19 pounds. Wow. And I knew that this thing was real. Well, actually, the first day I lost 4 pounds. And I'm like, 4 pounds in one day, that doesn't even seem real. And then I said, okay, let me keep doing it. And I was consistently taking it every day. And 1 pound a day, 1 pound a day, 1 pound a day. And it just started going like that. And I'm like, wow. So I know I could see it on the scale because I was documenting my weight loss on Facebook. Because I said, you know, guys, I'm about to start this journey. I want y'all to do it with me. Watch me through my journey. And every day I'm doing my videotaping my weight. And then the next morning I'll get up and videotape my weight and you can see the pounds coming down. And I'm like, so they knew it was real. And a lot of my friends saw me in January before the pandemic. And they knew I had already gained a lot of weight. And then I gained more weight during the pandemic. So I saw the pounds coming off on the scale, but I didn't see, you know, I didn't think I saw it in my body because, you know, when you're losing weight on a regular pace, you don't see it when you look in the mirror. Well, I looked at a picture. I happened to look at a picture from when I was in January for my birthday. I was like, oh my goodness. And I looked at the picture that I had just taken and I'm like, I'm putting these pictures beside one another. So that's what I did. I put those pictures beside one another and it was a drastic change. And when I posted those pictures on my Facebook page, my friends were cash apping me left and right. Like, I know I got about 30 customers that day. And right now I'm up to 100 something, you know, clients. And I have 2 clients that started with me 2 weeks ago. One of them, she's a church member. And I saw her on there talking about, you know, how her doctor told her she needed to lose this weight. And she was getting frustrated because she was at a standstill. She wasn't, you know, losing any weight. And she didn't know what to do. So I went in her inbox and I said, try what I tried, you know, the product that I used to lose 19 pounds in 3 weeks. Well, she immediately cashed at me. She got the product. So my sister said, the night before last, she called me. She said, girl, are you looking at Facebook? And I'm like, no, I'm in the bed. And she was like, well, she said her name and she said, she's on Facebook talking about your product and talking about you. And I'm like, what? So I'm waking up and I go on Facebook and she's saying, I lost 21 pounds. And that was, 30 pounds. It's only 2 weeks, y'all. She was like, I lost 30 pounds. And I want to thank Michelle Price for introducing me to this product, Tava. And I was like, wow. You know, so like we say, you don't have to sell the product sells itself.
So,
People, when you sell it to your loved ones and your friends and your family members that you want to make sure, that stays in good health and has a good lifestyle, they are going to tell other people once it starts working for them. So not only are you a mouthpiece and you're a product of your product, but they are a product of your product. So, that right there, it encouraged me so much because I know that, I'm helping people that are in my circle, to make their changes that they need to make, medical changes. I know we don't make the medical claims, but her doctor says she needs to lose this weight or she's going to not be here. And I want all my friends here, you know what I'm saying? And she's dropping it drastically and it's a blessing, And that's why I chose to really promote the product once I saw how it worked for me, because I had high blood pressure when I started out and I'm not taking blood pressure medicine anymore.
Same here. Same here. I was on blood pressure and cholesterol medication and thyroid medication. I'm not on none of them anymore.
So you just took out me, Darcel, and my sister, because my sister, she came off of her cholesterol medicine and I came off of blood pressure medicine. And Darcel, you had issues with thyroid before. Mm-hmm. You started taking your Vita Plus, right?
Yes, the Vita Plus. I want to thank Chris and Leah for coming on to the show. It's wonderful to get to hear you guys live and all the great things that Tava's doing in your life. And as Michelle mentioned, I'm more of I wanted to lose a little bit of weight. Because I'm always I'm doing whatever I can to maintain weight. And then after seeing James's advertisements, I had that belly, a little bit of that belly fat, and I wanted to get rid of it right away. So that was my initial reason for getting on Tava, to lose the belly fat. And then later when I was taking the products, Michelle, like you said, it was the Valet 30, which really enhanced my life as far as my thyroid. I was seeing some changes in my thyroid, not having to be on medication.
Yeah.
Feeling better.
Thyroid side effects, oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but I had a lot of awful side effects from thyroid medication. Mm-hmm. A lot. I'm talking about when I say the side for me, it was hair thinning. I went through that and I was like, I'm too young to be going through this, and come to find out it was that. But when I started taking the, once I got off the thyroid medication, I was able to get off the thyroid medication. And then with the Valet 30, on top of that, these edges started booming back in. My hair started getting back thick, I mean, I was just like, wow. So I'm sorry, but
Oh no, that's what we And I take all three of the products.
Yeah, me too.
And
also the coffee.
Was it just the tea, or did you do them all? I started off on the tea.
Yeah.
I did the tea for like a week before I added the Valet 30. And then I did the Valet 30 for a week with the tea. And then I added the Vita Plus because, as I have said before in the show, I wanted to make sure if there was any side effects of anything that I know which one it was. So that's why I gradually added each one on, but I don't have a side effect for
no side effects. And I'm so used to everything I took in the past. Everything had awful side effects. And I started off on both of these first, and then I went on to this, and then I enjoy, and so do my customers, the coffee. So yeah.
Though too, that flare. I mean, right now.
Yeah, y'all can talk about the flare.
I'm trying to get back into the gym. Like that is like my favorite. It was Valet 30, but the flare now gives me that extra energy. And usually if you drink like a 5 hour or something, it's hard to go to sleep at night. I'm able to come home after I work out, do a little cleaning in the house or whatever I want to do, and then I have a really nice sound sleep. So
no jitters.
No jitters, none at all. No shakes, no nothing. And,
none of that.
And I just wish others would believe just try it. I mean, I have a lot of customers as well, but I just want some others, like even like in my family, just to try it. I have a lot of my family members who are
Open-minded.
more like, yeah, you got. I mean, so like these testimonies, your testimonies are wonderful, and it's great for our viewers on Facebook to hear from other people besides us, so they know that it really works. You know,
Right.
Yes.
It definitely works because I struggled with my weight for 5 years, and I tried. I even did the what is it, the lipodin injections. I mean, just nothing. It was not budging at all. And I go to the gym regularly all the time, and you know, of course, change your diet. I did. I mean, everything you can possibly think of. Nothing. I mean, a pound or two here or there, you know, that type of thing, but nothing like this. No.
that will flatten your belly.
It do, yeah.
It will flatten that belly, just like
definitely.
Gotta be consistent though, and you do have
Yeah.
to change the diet. You do have to. I mean, that's with anything. You have to change.
Yeah, you got to change your diet, of course. I've had two of my customers.
Wait a minute, y'all. Chris trying to get in there.
Oh, sorry.
I was trying to see if he takes all three. Well, how did he start out? Just with the tea?
Yeah, I started out with the tea, and then I take the Valet 30 every day. I like the energy it gives me. I don't miss a day without taking that. I could give a little bit of my wife's testimony too. She was having some stomach issues, and I actually had to take her to the emergency room one day. She had a scan done, a CT scan, and they saw a little mass of something inside her colon area. So you know, we went to the doctors, and she ended up having to have a colonoscopy done. And so, well, to back this up, she started taking the tea, and you know, it was cleaning her out and everything over a few weeks. Then she finally was able to get in because of this COVID. She had a long time to get into the to be able to get the colonoscopy done. When she finally was able to get in there, they took a camera inside of her, took pictures of everything. They couldn't find the mass anymore.
Hey, that ain't never gone.
And you know, I cried for my wife. I didn't want nothing to be wrong with her.
Of course not.
They couldn't find it anymore.
Wow.
Like we said, we not making medical claims, but I got pictures to prove it. And this is a funny thing. The doctor, after she finished, she said, she asked my wife for permission to use those pictures as an example of what your colon is supposed to look like.
Oh, wow.
That's her clean. And the lady wanted to put this on her website. And we gave her permission, and we have those pictures. And it's just amazing. This product right here, it's the truth. All you got to do is try it. You know, you don't want nothing to be wrong with your loved ones. All you got to do is try it, y'all. You know, we can have so many testimonies. You know, diabetes runs through my family. And I said one day, you know, I want to break this generational curse. You know, my mother passed away. She was only 55 years old, y'all. She had diabetes. It led to kidney problems, and it led to heart problems. And I think in our community, we just we have diabetes in our community so much that we don't think it's serious. It's a serious thing, and it breaks down your body over time. So you have to try something. You have to do something. And a lot of people ask me, what else do you do other than the tea? And I say, I did change my diet also. And I do walk. I don't do a lot of strenuous exercise, but I walk. And that's all you got to do. Do the simple things. Anybody can walk and change your diet. And the diabetics out there, when I started detoxing with the tea, it started taking away my sugar cravings. I
Yeah.
haven't had any junk food since I started this in April.
Mhm.
I haven't had a slice of bread since April. I don't want it anymore.
It does take away your cravings.
Yeah,
Yes, it does. Everything you're saying is so true. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
And that's the key.
I'm a witness. I'm a witness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny that that you talked about your wife today because today is the memorial of my mom's 12 years since my mom passed away, and my mom passed away from endometrial cancer. So just hearing you say that they couldn't find the cancer after the mass after they found that mask in her, that really touches my heart,
Mhm.
because I know that we're doing something that could turn some people's lives around.
Mhm.
And that is such a blessing. That is such a blessing.
Yes, it is.
Appreciate
So I
that.
saw you look like you had something you wanted to say.
No, I'm just really listening. I'm amazed by the testimonies. I mean, I hear testimonies all the time, but I mean, I'm just like I'm sitting there thinking about my brother that has diabetes, Chris, and he is a distributor, but I'm trying to get him more active in the product so he can really see that change in his, his diabetes. He works out a lot, so he's maintaining. But just your testimony with diabetes, I know what it's done for me as far as my thyroid. And Michelle, I told her about my story. I was in the hospital not too long ago. I had salmonella poison, and the doctor was like, you know, thank goodness, what were you taking? Because of the Valet 30, that really helped me because it had all the nutrients and everything I need. Because he said I could have been, I could have left this world because I waited and waited, and I was so sick from it. I've never had food poison before. So just you guys' testimonies, leave your testimonies. You look fabulous. I'm just sitting here amazed and just how great Tava is, just giving the glory to God. And just from our CEO, how they talk about it. And, I feel like it's just an anointed product. I really do.
Right.
Yes. Yes, it's definitely. I tell people all the time, it's a ministry. This is
Right.
a part of it because this product, I'm telling you, and that's why I try to find different people every week to come on the show that are taking the products. I don't want the same people coming on every week, and saying the same things because people, they don't believe you when it's something that you're selling and you're just trying to sell it. But how can you ignore the testimonies
Right.
of the people? It's no way you can ignore that. I have not heard of any of these other products out here, doing the things that I've heard that Tava does. You know,
Not at all.
Michelle, I want to hear from. Can I ask Chris? I want to ask Chris a question because he's talking a lot about the diabetes, and there's so many people that I know that have diabetes, even some students that I work with. But how long before you really saw a difference in your just all the different behaviors that you have dealing with the diabetes? How long did it take? The consistency, I keep telling all my clients that consistency is key. You can't try something one or two times and you're not going to see that change. You got to be consistent. It's over time. But just how long before you notice a change in, without taking the medication and all those type of things?
So I can tell you, so after the first week, 5 days, when I lost that 6 pounds, that just blew me away because I have been trying. People try and things just ain't working for them. When I found this tea, it was working. I said, I'm gonna keep, like you said, consistency. I'm gonna keep doing this. And then after a few weeks went by, the first 20 pounds came off real fast. And once I lost that 20 pounds, I went and got my blood work done again. And I noticed I was down to the 5.8.
Wow.
Then my doctor was like, you need to go ahead and come off the metformin now. Because what's going to happen if you keep taking it, then your sugar's going to drop too low and you're going to end up passing out or something. So that's when she took me off it. And then when I got to about 30 pounds, that's when it started slowing down, I will admit. And I had to do some extra.
Yeah.
I had to start exercising.
Mm-hmm.
I really had to start watching my calorie intake. And, you know, like I said, I just walk. But I'm saying all this happened in a matter of months. This didn't take no years,
Yeah.
6 months. No, it was like 2 to 3 months. I was off the medication.
I was on metformin as well. I'm no longer on it. Yeah, that was the fourth one. So it's 4 medications. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
How long have you been off your medications now, Leah? How long has it?
Total of, it was started in June. So far, I said it took about a month and a half after I start the product. So far about 3 months now.
Wow.
Yeah, about 3 months. So I was 215 back in June. Now I'm sorry about two. I was 204 back in June. I'm now 172.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
You look fabulous. Both guys, you look fabulous.
Thank you. Yeah, I lost more inches, and I'm telling you, only thing about all that is that, well, I'm not complaining, but I had the going through the whole wardrobe, changing clothes, you know. Oh man, I had to really, because nothing fit anymore. Nothing fit.
Yes, I go through,
That's the only thing.
yeah, pulling up my pants all the time. Because
Yeah. That's the only thing. I had to go through that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like how you mentioned about inches. Like I was working out with my girlfriend today, and she's trying to lose weight. So I'm working out with her as well. And she was saying, I haven't lost any weight. The scale says the same thing, but I'm like, I'm seeing it with my eyes. I'm noticing with my eyes, your waistline is really trimmed down. I don't see the muffin tops. You know, I don't see that anymore. And she said, but the scale, you've lost inches, like inches. I mean,
inches matter.
yeah.
Sure does.
Everybody doesn't lose the same way. Some people do lose it in inches. Some people lose it in pounds.
Yeah, I definitely lost a lot of. Everybody thinks I lost more than what I'm saying, but it's because of the inches. That's the reason why.
Yeah, my sister, she did the same thing. She kept saying, Shelly, I don't think I really lost no weight. And I'm like, it's no way in the world. And now and this is another reason why I tell people to take a before picture and take a picture after you've been on the product for a while. And I said, I can't believe that you have been consistently, you know, because a lot of people say they haven't lost weight, but they're not consistent. Like they may
It can be.
Not at all.
Can be.
4 days later, or they might take it a week at a time, one a week, and then they say, oh, I'm not really losing weight. Well, you're not really being consistent. And anything that you're not consistent in, you're not going to see results. So I'm like, you're telling me you're taking this tea every day and you're not losing any weight. And she's like, Jelly, I'm telling you, I keep looking at the scale and it's the same. I said, take a picture right now. She took a picture and I already had the picture that I told her to take first, the before picture. So I looked at her picture and I said, you gotta be kidding me. Because my sister lives in Florida, so I live in Maryland. So, you know, I don't get to see her all the time like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I cannot believe you lost all this weight. So I put the pictures together and then I sent them back to her. I said, now look at these 2 pictures and tell me you didn't lose weight. And she was like, oh my God. It was so funny. I say, now post those pictures tomorrow on your page. She posted those pictures and people were cash apping her left and right. She's like, oh, cash apping me. And I said, yeah, because you lost weight. I don't know if it was in pounds. It might have just been in inches, but you lost the weight, you know. And, you know, like sometimes people look for a reason to say something doesn't work too. You know, products don't work. So I don't allow those kind of people to discourage me from doing what I know that God has ordained me to do. And this is the ministry that we're doing right now. You know, if somebody tells me I've been doing it, and I've been doing everything you said. I don't believe it. I'm telling you, I don't know, and I tell you, I say it all the time. I don't know one person that has taken this product consistently that has not lost
Right.
pounds or some inches, and not a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Michelle,
Nobody.
we were talking about consistency. I have a lot of clients or just people that I meet, often. They talk about, well, how many days do you take the tea? How often you take the tea? Chris and Leah, if you guys can like talk on that a little bit, how often you took the tea, or if you took it every day, just
Every day,
Every day.
first thing in the morning.
Yep. Same here. First thing in the morning.
Yeah,
1 sachet a day, and the 8-ounce bottle of water.
yeah.
And I take mine in the evening about 6 o'clock because I know I'm gonna be home, and I know I'm gonna be finished by morning so that I can go on about my day. So everybody's body works differently. So you guys like it in the morning. I like it in the evening. I like to take my Valet 30 and my Vita Plus in the morning. And then after I'm done with work, that's when I pull out the Vacia.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it doesn't matter how you take it. It just matters that you take it regularly if you're trying to get real results, And I've also heard people say, and since you both of you have said that you take it every day, and it's been over time, it's been about 3 months. I've also heard people say, "Oh, do you think it's healthy or it's okay to take the tea that long? Maybe you should only do it for a week or 2 weeks, but I don't think it's safe." And I'm like, no, I know plenty of people who take it every day. I know people that have been taking it since January consistently every day, and they haven't had any side effects. What do you guys think about the detox, the daily detox?
I love it, and I would recommend people also use the Valet 30 because it's gonna, take the bad stuff out of your system. The tea is, so you need to replenish it with a multivitamin. So I recommend taking both, and you'll be fine.
Right. And one thing that I've always been told is that whenever you eat, you're supposed to go to the bathroom.
Right.
I've always
Yep.
known that not to be true for me. Growing up, I was not a regular person, and even into my adulthood, I didn't go every day, once every day. So me thinking, oh, somebody could go 3 times a day, that was like unheard of for me.
Right.
But this tea, I get my regular 3, and
Right.
I get every time I take one, I get 3.
Mhm.
So that's my 3 that they were talking about.
Yeah.
And I never thought that I would be a person that could go 3 times a day.
I got a comment on that. I have customers that have irritable bowel with constipation. They can't go to the bathroom, and they were on medications for that. So they started on the tea, they weren't taking it to lose weight. Now they just take the tea every day, and they off one of my customers was taking Linzest.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Came off of that and started taking something that's all natural. If you want to get off medications, just try it. It's not gonna hurt you to try it.
Right. And when we know that when we eat certain things like meats and things like that, those things fester in our colons. They impact on our walls of our body, and they attach themselves. And if you have meat attached to your body over time, those things are going to become toxic.
Yep.
And then we wonder where cancer and things like that comes from. This is the stuff that it comes from. That's why a lot of people go vegetarian, because cancer, meat feeds off of meat. Like I was just saying, my mother, she had cancer, and when she found out she had cancer, it was the day that President Obama announced that he was running for president. And they told us that my mother had 30 days to live. Well, my mother did not pass until the day that President Obama became president.
Wow.
So, she did stick around a lot longer because I cut the meat out of her diet and I started giving her more vegetables and stuff like that because I was reading up on stuff, trying to find everything that I could find out, about that. But had I known about the tea at that time, then maybe I could have given her the tea to help clean the rest of the stuff that she already had in her out of her system. And her colon would have looked like your wife's colon. And that, that could have probably saved her. But I mean, I don't know. And, God does everything in his own time. But, just knowing what I know today, I would never want to not give that information,
Now you sound just like me. I wish these products were around when my mother was living because she struggled with the same things I was struggling with. And I'm like, man, I'm getting upset because I just wish I could have shared this with her. And I think she would have been here longer because the main thing you struggle with the sugar cravings. Once you can stop that, that's the key to the diabetes. Once you stop those sugar cravings, you get off the sugar and the fast food. That's most of your battle right there. And you're gonna lose the weight. So, but everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So if you have diabetes right now, you have to stop it with you.
Right.
Don't pass it on
To your children.
to your children. Help your family members.
That's right.
And like I said,
And
just try it.
you have a family member that is sick and that you're a caregiver for, you start paying more attention to your health and the things, that that you put in your body. So that helped me to do that as well, and the tea that just put the icing on the cake for me. I've always eaten pretty healthy, but I couldn't lose that stomach fat.
Yeah, same here.
And I've always exercised. I've always been active. I've always been athletic, and I was probably as skinny as, a little rail, when I was in high school and through college before I had my children. But, once the children come, you have to find other ways to get that weight off. And I'm telling you, nothing's done it like Tava tea. So,
yeah.
And then, adding the fact that I'm 48, at over 40, that also,
Makes it harder.
makes it harder for us. So,
Same here. I'm 43, and it was a lot easier, when you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, teenage years. I mean, it's
Right.
even harder the older you get to lose weight. So,
yeah.
Because when we're younger, we think we invincible.
right.
And I just turned 44 myself. So
Oh, see, look at that. We
Yeah.
all in our 40s.
hmm
Yeah. So that's I'm just saying, y'all, if you're out there and you're 30 and over, because my mother told me 30 was the magic number to start really paying attention to your weight. 30 and over, and you can't get rid of that stubborn belly fat, we have what you need.
Yeah.
One of these people that's on this line right now today, you are watching from their pages, hit them up. Contact them, inbox them. You don't have to do it on Front Street on the open Facebook, because I know that there are a lot of people out here that are struggling with weight loss, and their pride is stopping them from, contacting somebody.
hmm
Guys, we all had an issue, and that's why we are here today. I had issues with my weight that I wanted to take care of. I didn't care. I hit her up, and when I hit her up, it worked. Now I'm telling everybody, don't hold that stuff. Tell somebody. Tell somebody, because if you have friends that love and care about you, they're not gonna look any kind of way at you or look down on you because you're calling them about losing weight. No, we're happy for you when you want to make that lifestyle change. That's why we say it's a lifestyle.
Right.
So
Not just about weight, it's about the wellness. It's about a mindset. Like I'm always talking about a mindset, how you perceive yourself, how you perceive you want to be healthy inside. So if you don't have, like, people look at me and they say, well, you don't need to lose weight, but I'm always trying to maintain my weight. I don't want to get to a point where I do have diabetes or I do, because it runs in my family. So I'm trying to be more proactive with it. And a lot of times I do think I need to lose weight at certain times. So I do take the tea so that I can get rid of the belly or the muffins or top of the arms hanging. But a lot of people don't see that. But it's about a mindset and about being healthy. You know, you have to do things to maintain your health. You just can't sit around. If you just sit around all day and you're just eating and you're doing nothing, you can gain weight that way too. So everyone should exercise, you know, and you do these certain kind of vitamins in your body, which all of our products, which could be your products, they have really great things inside them, a lot of nutritional value, a lot of vitamins that you need. So can we just talk a little bit about how has it been financially for you guys? Because right now we're going through this epidemic. I'm seeing businesses closing everywhere. And then also, I really truly feel, you know, I shouldn't be speaking it, but the numbers are going up with this virus. You know,
oh, they're going up.
They are. They are.
people are still losing jobs, and it's tax season too. So, I mean, that's one great thing about being in business. That's something we can write off. But you guys tell us a little bit, you know, financially, if it has helped you, if it's helped you, what has done great in your life.
Yes, well, I'll start. I'm a single mom, and I've always, you know, had to watch every penny that I spend because, sometimes ends don't always meet. And lately I have not had to pinch the pennies like that anymore. I've been able to travel for a month and a half at a time. I'm about to do another travel for 2.5 months, to go see my grandbaby. I couldn't do that before. And I'm taking my whole family, we're all going, and we're going to spend all of the holidays together. And, I'm very close with my sons, and my oldest son is in Hawaii. So, I wanted to be there because he just had my first grandbaby, and I want to make sure that my grandbaby knows me.
I saw that.
So because I want to make sure he knows his grandma, I want to spend some real time with him. And it's no way I would have been able to take 2 months off at a time to go and spend time with my family. So that's a blessing for me.
Yeah. I could say for me, like I said, when my wife was sick, she was actually out of work for a whole month. And we make an okay salary, but we still live paycheck to paycheck like a lot of people. I live in Northern Virginia outside of DC. We make good money here, but, our rent is almost $2,500 a month. So that being said, the type of money, we haven't missed a beat because it's like having a second job without having a second job. Like I said, you said, the products sell themselves. People, like James Wynn always says, losing weight is never going to go out of style. People always going to want to lose weight. Yep. And we have a product that works. So people are going to buy it. So it's funny. I don't know. Y'all must have the magic touch because since I've been on this call with y'all, I've gotten an order on my phone.
See?
That's crazy. We get orders while we sleep.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. For something, all I gotta do is put in an envelope, put a label on it, and then mail it out.
Yep. That's
I get orders from, I just kept adding, when I first joined, started doing this, on Facebook, I only had 130 something friends on Facebook. So I just started adding friends every day, people I don't know.
Right.
I'm up to 4,000 and something people that I don't know.
Wow.
And people are trusting me because they see my results. And people are ordering this product from me from all over the country. You know, I'm sending stuff to California and I don't know nobody in California. I'm sending stuff to Iowa and Minnesota. I don't know nobody in none of these places.
Wow.
This is you know, these products sell themselves. That's all I can say.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Leonie, you were telling me about how you got started with your sales.
Okay, so it started first with the like I said, with my daughter's teachers. You know, taking my daughter to school, you know, the teachers, I really didn't even realize they were even paying attention. But they noticed, but they watched me for a while, you know. So then they finally asked, you know, what are you doing? You know? And so it basically, like you said, it sells itself. Cause I know like with Ghost, our you know, our coach, like he was saying, basically let it sell itself. You don't really got to do much. It's going to sell itself. And it definitely, that's what happened. I didn't, you know, I didn't go around being real pushy or whatever. 'Cause I used to sell Mary Kay. So it wasn't, you know, I didn't do any of those tactics, you know, nothing like that. You know, just, and it sells itself. And so they were like, what are you doing? And I told them, I just went on and I, you know, let them know what I did. You know, I pulled out the samples. I let them try it. And it just, from there, just no problem. And same thing with friends and family, same thing. You know, they see my results. But I didn't really say anything about what I was doing. They saw what was going on with me, you know. And so it just took off from there. So, and I'm able to put my baby in all kind of different dance classes that I wasn't able to do before. You know, she's in tap, jazz, hip hop, and ballet. So, and stuff. So yeah, you know,
We have a lot in common.
we're able to do that now. So yeah, and I redid her whole room. So a lot of different things, yeah. And we're gonna have an awesome Christmas.
Oh wow.
We started Christmas shopping, so
And that's wonderful that you said that, because a lot of people have been talking about they're not really doing Christmas this year because of the pandemic, because they can't
right,
afford to do Christmas. And
right.
you're here talking about how nice of a Christmas you're gonna have.
Yep, I just went Christmas shopping last weekend. I've already got her bike. Yeah, so I was able to do all that. Yeah. So yeah, obviously it's doing pretty good. Yeah, because I wasn't able to do that last Christmas. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
So a lot of good things.
what has it done for you?
For me,
Yes.
I would like to show y'all my house, but I don't know if I want everybody on Facebook to see my house. I have changed my house. I mean, I've always had, I was from check to check to check to check to check.
Yeah.
Now I have money where I can just, like, I'm not like abundantly where I'm going to be,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like where I don't have to penny pinch. Like if I want to go
Right.
and order something off of Amazon, I can just do that real quick. I got that.
Exactly.
I just went in Burlington tonight and I saw a couple little things. Usually I'm like, no, I can't spend this. No, I can't spend that. I was able to buy a couple of Christmas gifts, or I can go online and order. I mean, Jeff Simmons is always talking about, you know, the Chanel, the Gucci. And I've been wanting something from Gucci so bad. This one thing, well, I had a purse, but I wanted this other thing. I wanted a belt so bad. And I was like, I'm gonna use my money this time. I'm gonna treat myself. You know, I'm not being materialistic, but that's just something I have always wanted. It's on my wish list. So that's something I got. I mean,
That's right. You have to.
I always have that extra change. Now I have extra change. Like my Tava card, that's a credit card, but that's money on it.
Money on the card.
I'm excited because that's my money. First, I was just trying to save on the Tava card. And I'm like, me just try. Let me just use my card. Let me pull out my Tava card. Like that's my black card. Like bam. So yeah, I mean,
I was just thinking about that, Darcel, that we get paid 5 ways.
Uh-huh.
So we are able to wholesale and then sell it for retail. And we have a website where people could just go on there and buy stuff and we get paid off of that. And then we have a back office where I call my savings, because my back office money goes to my Tava card too, but that's what I save on. And it's good to be able to have multiple streams of income coming in. Every Friday we get paid, and every Friday I look for my little text message or my email that says you just got paid. You know, exciting, you know. And when it says I just got paid, I'm not running to go run out and spend it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's more money in my thing, so that I can see, you know, my balance going up, you know. So I have that money over there, but I also can make money on hand. So I was just thinking the other day, I'm like, my son, Darcel, you were on, I thought you were on when Micah, well, anyway, my son is a DJ and he usually DJs for the show. And last Thursday, he was DJing and his equipment just went off. So he was like, Ma, I think my mixer is gone. And I'm like, no, you know. So I said, okay, well, we'll get it checked out. So we went to get it checked out this week, and come to find out it was gone. So $1,800 is what they said it costs. So I'm like, wasn't expecting to do that, but you know, okay, $1,800, I got to get this amount of customers, you know, because I don't want to, you know, just spend money that I have saved. I know that with Tava, I can count in my head how much money I want to make and go out there and get the money, you know. And my son was like, Ma, no, I don't want you to spend that money, you know, it's too much money. And I'm like, you have a gig on Saturday coming, you have to have something. So he's like, no. But then come to find out, I found somebody that had it cheaper. For $800, but $800 is still a lot of money. It would have been a lot of money for me, you know, last year this time. But I'm like, okay, I can do $800, you know. And I'm telling you,
right,
just for me to be able to feel like I can do that, that's a blessing in itself, y'all. Because I mean, y'all, I know y'all understand, but you know,
yeah, definitely.
it's nice to be able to have that extra. It's nice to have that
do something for your child and you can't do it,
extra.
or you got to make them wait, or
Right.
you got to pull it from a bill so that you can, you know, make sure that your child doesn't have to wait for something. I'm just glad that I'm able to do it. So he got his thing yesterday, and he'll be ready to DJ on Saturday. You know, I'm just happy about that. And then, you know, come to find out, yesterday he got another call, so he has 2 gigs to DJ on Saturday. I'm like, and then the second gig, he said, "Oh no, I'm not going to do 2 in one day." I said, "Yes, you are. You got to pay me back for
Right.
when your children know that things are going a little well for you, they think that it's okay to no. So that was just something that, you know, I had to share. But one other thing that I wanted to say about the people that are on here today, you know, Leonie and Christopher, I didn't know them last week this time.
Yeah.
You know how people put people on the show to just, you know, fabricate stuff and things like that. We don't fabricate around here.
Right.
We get real people with real testimonies,
Right.
you know, telling y'all some real stuff, you know. And like I said, I heard his testimony, Christopher's testimony last week. What was that, Friday? And I said,
Yep.
would you be willing to come on Tava Tea Talk? And he said, yes, I will. And I'm happy that he was able to come out. Thank you so much, Christopher, because I learned a lot today. I learned about the numbers for diabetes, because I didn't know about what number makes it normal, what number makes it pre-diabetes. I didn't know about that. So, you know, every week I'm glad that I'm able to just learn some new information from people, because sometimes when you have a product that you're selling, you get the same kind of testimonies every time. But we have been blessed to hear so many different, right, Darcel? Because Darcel's on here pretty much every week too. And we hear so many different testimonies. It's like, it blows you away. And it's like, okay, that's another thing I could add to what our products do. And Leonie, she came on, she happened to see the show.
Right.
Um,
We're on the same team with James, with Ghost.
James,
And I
right.
saw you, yeah.
And she saw the show and she said that she really enjoyed the show. And when she commented, I said, well, why don't you come on the show? Like, you know, we don't discriminate on who can come on. As long as you're using the product, we want you to come on and tell us your story. And I didn't say, oh, well, what's your story going to be? Make sure you talk about this and that. No.
Right.
Yeah, I want to say that Tava, I've noticed, and we're a family. Like, even the ones we don't really know each other, but when we see each other and we see a Tava shirt or we talk, and we're a family. And I just signed up a new distributor, a new partner, and she was telling me how she approached another company. I don't want to say any names, but she approached another company. She said they wasn't as friendly. And from our top all the way down to, I don't even know anybody on the bottom, but from the top, from our CEO, Kenny
To
Lloyd,
our newest person.
Kenny Lloyd, Kevin Harris, Jeff Simpson, Ghost, we're all real people, and we're all like, we're excited about our products. We're friendly. I mean, you could just feel our vibes. Like, we're very positive people. I don't know if we're anointed, the products are anointed like that, where they're picking certain types of people or what, I don't know. But everyone that I've come in contact with that is a Tava distributor, they're very friendly, positive, nice people. So what you see is what you get. You see us right here online right now. This is us.
Yeah.
So that's why I came about when you said something about Chris and Leona. I mean, your personalities are fabulous. I can feel your vibes through our screen. So yeah.
As I say, Leonie is all the way out there in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
And you know, you're gonna flourish even more. You know, your spirit is so genuine, and I love it. And I will be keeping in touch with both of you. I want Chris, I want you and your wife to come back on the show.
We definitely coming back, because I done got 3 orders. I only got 3 orders since I've been on here. So I will be back. I'm going to be a regular. I love this show.
We welcome.
You said check, because I just checked my phone, because we do business on our phones. We have an app. We have everything. And I did check, and I got 2 orders too, Chris. So hey.
I'm not even going to check mine until after I get off the phone, but I'll let y'all know next week.
Yeah.
But I know last week I got orders right after I got off of the call. So I mean, it's a blessing.
Helping others.
If we joke about it and everything, and yes, financially it does help us out. But the real reason this is our love for people and our wanting to help the people in our communities. And you know, our CEO, he doesn't say, you know, I know a lot of managers and stuff, when you're in sales, they like, go out there and get the money, you know, and things like that. They don't talk like that with us.
Not at all.
He talks to us about love and respect, you know. And
very humble.
Yes, and you know, helping others. And he's always helping, you know, through our Tava Cares program. They have they go out and feed the homeless. They give out baskets for Thanksgiving. They did the breast cancer awareness walk. I mean, you know, this man right here, I'm telling you, you know, like I said, Black owned company.
Yep, based in Houston, Texas.
Our CEO is a real brother. He's not that, you know, not one of those people out there, you know, that has his nose in the air, but he is real. He is attainable. You can get to him. and he will talk to you and keep it real with you. You know, he's not, you know, one of those people that you can't reach him because he's the CEO.
Right.
So, you know, I do respect that about him as well. And I will recommend anybody to come into our company. If you want to join the team, if you are laid off because of the pandemic and you want to get some extra money to get back on your feet, I suggest you come on and join the team. You know, and we really don't talk about joining the team when we talk every week. We just talk about the things that the products do for us and how it can help you, but it can help you financially as well. And I know we are out of our time. Is there anybody else that wants to say anything before we go? Because you guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to bring both of y'all back because
Definitely.
I have so much more to say, and you're gonna have some more to say next week and the week after next. You know, once you find out what's happened since you've been on the show.
Exactly.
Thank you all for
Exactly.
coming on. It's been a phenomenal show.
Thanks for having
Very
me.
educational.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, if no one has anything else that they want to say, I'm pulling up our song, and I know y'all have those products over there that
Michelle,
y'all want to
just if
pull out.
anyone's interested, I know Michelle's probably, if anyone's interested in the products or business or find out more information, hit one of us up. You have Texas on the line, you have Northern Virginia on the line, you have Maryland on the line, you have the DMV on the line. So hit one of us up. We'd be more than happy to help you find out more information, sign up, or get your products.
Yep, and if you're in Hawaii watching, because I know we have some people in Hawaii watching, get with Tanisha. She's out there. All right, so I'm about to put our song on so we can go on up out of here. It's a lifestyle, y'all. It's a lifestyle. Got a lifestyle. Yeah. It's a lifestyle. Got a lifestyle. We gon' live this way forever, not just right now. We gon' live this way forever. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Got a lifestyle. Got me feeling like I will live forever. No, they dying, but it still ain't no pressure. It's an art, like a ship, it's a vessel. We rising to another level. We move with purpose, like this great now. Baby, I deserve it, feel like cake now. Put some millions in my bank now. Changing lives up every day now. It's a lifestyle, y'all. It's a lifestyle. See y'all later.
See you next week.
See y'all
Thursday.
back channel. Peace.